Hey there, Timeline Geniuses. This is Eddie, and in this video, I want to show you how to use the cool new feature we added that lets you create custom timeline types and custom checklist types. Okay, so one of the core features for Timeline Genius has always been that it allows you to instantly generate versions of the timeline that are customized for your venues, your vendors, your clients, etc. Well, now you can create your own custom timeline types. So if you click this plus sign here, for example, okay, you can add a new timeline type for the guys, okay? Because maybe you just want to show a timeline that lists out all the activities that are relevant to the guys. And if you scroll down here, you're going to see there's a new section, timeline types, that will list any custom timeline types that you create. And when you come here, you can always edit the assignments, select the guys or any other custom timeline type that you've added, and now you've got a version of the timeline that will show just the items for the guys. And of course, if you go to your assign view, the new custom timeline type is there. You check the box for guys, and now maybe you want to just quickly assign the guys to a number of different items. You click make assignments, and now the guys have been assigned to all of those items. And of course, those items now appear on the tailored timeline that you have for the guys. Now, the other cool thing that you might want to do, maybe you want to have a custom timeline type that's just going to show the activities for the ceremony, or just going to show the activities for the reception. All you have to do is add those timeline types, and once again, you can apply this tag to any of the items that are relevant for that custom label to get that custom timeline type. So we didn't stop, obviously, at just letting you add custom labels for timelines, because Timeline GS now also is a powerful checklist tool. So what you can do is the same functionality that you have for your timelines. If you click plus here, okay, you can add guys to a checklist, and now you can easily tag any checklist tasks with that label to create a tailored timeline for the guys. I'm sorry, a tailored checklist for the guys, okay? Now there's one more really cool perk here. Okay, I'll go back to my timeline. The last cool thing that I want to highlight is if I reuse this timeline at some point in the future by doing the timeline reuse. So if I say select, start with the timeline, use previous timeline, and I select this timeline that I created for the guys, okay? And I say, yes, this is the timeline I want to reuse. And I say I've got a new bride, I've got a new groom, okay, Brian Jones, and this is going to be new timeline showing guys, okay? And what I'm going to do here, I'm going to give this an event date, okay? And watch what happens when I generate this new timeline, okay? The new timeline is going to take the old timeline, it's going to clone it, swap out all the names and dates, but I want you to see that in my new timeline, the label guys and the label ceremony are carried over as the custom timeline type. So you don't have to go recreating new custom timeline types, or the same is true for checklists. You don't have to go recreating a new custom checklist type when you reuse a timeline that has that timeline type already built into it. So hopefully this lets you all work with much greater customization and ease and productivity. Enjoy.